Super, super. Let's give a big round of applause to everybody over here. Wow, wow. What a I should tell you, ma'am, nobody has given me this much amount of like a warm welcome to a point that I almost fell on the stairs. Thank you so much. Let's give a big round of applause to Niyati, ma'am, please. You know, she has been like very persistent. She said, you need to come, you need to talk about health to our audience, and thank you so much. And I said the title of the talk was Loss of Weight Loss, and the welcome gift was Badam Halwa. Right, so I was thinking, how do I present all this? Then I realized that, okay, so I'll just tell my personal journey to you guys so that you can learn few tips and tricks that help me. So we will be able to improve your long-term health. Anybody, give me a cheer if you've seen me before. Oh God, thank you. Give me a cheer if you've lost weight after watching my channel. Super. Raise your hands if you have not seen me before. This is the first time that you have seen me. Super, ma'am. Very nice. I like the honesty. Ma'am, do you know what kind of doctor I am? First, you believe I am a doctor, right? I don't blame you, ma'am. Even my young 7-year-old son Arjun is not believing I am a doctor. My friend is asking, Arjun, what kind of doctor is your dad? Heart doctor or brain doctor? Uncle, he's a YouTube doctor, uncle. Right, that's what my story is. What is your name, ma'am? Guneet, beautiful. The whole goal is to make you subscribe to my channel. What kind of doctor you think I am? Gastro, thank you, gastro. Ma'am, I'm very active in social media. Okay, I'm very active. I do YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Combining all platforms, guess how many followers I may have? Give me a number. Guneet is asking the next person here. If I laugh, subscribe to the guy. 5 million. Please put sugar in my mouth. Exactly right. I'm combining all platforms. I have 5 million subscribers. More than 95% of this 5 million are my patients. Before going to the operating table, I place the surgical knife at the belly button and then say, please hit the bell button, sir. That's how all this. Ma'am, I got very popular during COVID times. Anybody give me a cheer if you're following me from COVID times? Right, super. COVID made everybody equal. Ma'am, everybody, that doesn't matter. You know, upper class, middle class, lower class, Muslims, Christians, Hindus, doesn't matter. It affected everybody equally and it made everybody a doctor. Right, do you see the family WhatsApp groups where they keep on sending medical treatments? Right? You raise your hands, have you seen that? In my WhatsApp family group, I am the only doctor with a medical certificate. Midnight, my Periappa is sending a message, how to kill corona with cow urine. I replied back, bullshit. My Chittappa is liking that message and asking before food or after food. Then only I realized that, okay, so many people need information, so I released videos. I got very popular in US, okay. Every Tamil Sangam started inviting me. They said, you know, Boston, New York, Connecticut, California, Texas, Washington, everybody. I asked the program coordinator, I said, why are you calling me always, Rani? He said, we call all the other doctors. Yella busy arkanga. You are the only doctor who is not even leaving ear piercing ceremony. They are the ear piercing ceremony, that is ear, nose, throat department opening ceremony. So then I realized the power of social media. Okay, so my video got viral just because of the timing of the COVID. Okay, so I did a video, it went on WhatsApp, and then the video got so viral to a point that the same Periappa sending the same video to me itself and then saying, "Oh, doctor, eppadi pesuka paara." Right? Then I realized the power of social media right there. Wow, this is so beautiful. And we could potentially do something. So then I said that, let me do a weight loss video. I was pretty big before. Okay, I was 100 kilos. So I said I'll do a weight loss video. I said, weight loss. And the thumbnail was before and after. The first comment for the video is it a weight loss video or a hair loss video? Right? So then I realized that this weight loss, everybody needs this information. And I can share my personal journey. Okay, so remember I told you I was 100 kilos. There was only one person who was responsible mainly for my obesity. Do you know who that is? My distant relative. My wife, correct? The main reason, you know why? At the dinner table, when everything is over, when there is leftover, she look at me and she says, "Kuppela poda pora venuma." Any men here? Raise your hands. Palma irukku. You sir? Super sir. Can you relate to that? Right? Now I looked at her and then I said, "Kuppela poda pora, toppela poda." Right? So I got really big. I got like 100 kilos. Okay, so my wake-up call, I'm telling you, despite being a gastroenterologist, was during my office visit in Bay Area, California. Okay, I was seeing a patient, and I went to the US in 2006. It went 2006 to 2015, all I did was study. Okay, MBBS, MD, AB Gastro, MPH, Advanced Gastroenterology. After Palaniappan Manickam, there was 15 letters, at the same time there was 15 inches of fat around your belly. Okay, while I was seeing a patient in my office, all of a sudden I got chest pain, dizziness and palpitations. In the history of medicine, this was the first time that a patient asked the doctor, "Doctor, are you okay?" Take a deep breath, doctor. கொஞ்சம் விட்டுருந்தா ரூம் விட்டு வெளியே வந்து, "We tried everything." Right? So this is true story. I'm not even making it up. They put me on my stretcher, wheeled across the street into my own hospital emergency room lobby. After seeing me, my nurse came running to me and then said that, "Dr. Pal, what are you doing in this lobby? All my patients are waiting in the other lobby." I said, "Adi Pavi, I'm a patient." Right? So then at that time, I saw the doctors as gods. Because it was the first time I thought, okay, somebody should save me. Okay? The only thing that helped me was the CPR machine. Have you ever seen that? Where have you seen them? Any movies? Which movie? Somebody says Shivaji, right? In Shivaji, what they do? The Raghuvaran takes the AIC machine, CPR machine, puts it on the Rajini sir. What does Rajini do? Tap. Right? It comes up, correct? Nothing like that will happen in real life. Okay. In Tamil and Telugu movies, they are using CPR machine as iron box. The hero comes up and then says, "Sorry, suit pathala." Right? So they placed that CPR machine on me just for 2 seconds. Just for 2 seconds, okay? In that 2 seconds, Lord Vishnu Paramatma came in front of me. And he was rotating all the parotas I ate throughout my life. Doctors are என்னமோ பேசிக்கிறாங்க, எனக்கு சால்னா ஊத்துறமான்னு கேட்ட மாதிரியே இருக்கு. நான் நீங்க என்னென்ன ஊத்துக்கிட்டா பாலுக்கே பால் ஊத்துறாருங்களா? Right? So then I realized, okay, so what went wrong? Okay, I'm a doctor, and then what went wrong? So they put me into a CT scan. In the CT scan, I was looking at my own picture. The first half of the picture was completely flat. The second half was completely flat. In the middle, there was a speed breaker. And I was like, I've seen this somewhere. Then I realized this was my Facebook profile picture. Okay, when my wife was 6 months pregnant, my wife was standing like this. Hello? I was standing like this. The first comment from my friend Sarvana Kumar is, "Are you expecting twins?" Right? So then I realized that, okay, so this is the problem. Okay, so belly fat is a problem, and somewhere I learned from my physiology book that Indians have a manufacturing defect where our BMI is not 24.9 as like white people. Our BMI is 23. Okay, the only BMI that you should worry about is biryani mass index. Okay, so my BMI was 24.9. I thought, okay, it was normal completely. My white, my Caucasian doctor, he said, nothing will happen to you, pal, nothing to worry about. You can just have an enjoyable life a month ago. Right, next month, yeah. Okay, so then I realized, okay, so how do I lose this weight? And any of you in the weight loss journey before? Everybody is raising the hand. Right, yeah. So I also thought, okay, so now I'll start the weight loss journey. Okay. And despite, I'm telling you, despite being a doctor, I didn't know where to start. Okay. Anybody can tell me if you have a weight loss, where do you start? Usually? Gym. Correct. Who said gym? Somebody said gym. Ah, superman, gym. Okay. Huh? Diet and exercise. Diet, will definitely come. Okay, gym. Okay, I went to gym. I was living in Bay Area. Okay, I'm just going to paint a picture. Anybody know? Anybody have been to Bay Area before? Raise your hands. Okay, okay. So in Bay Area, they say Andhra Pradesh was divided into 2 states, right? Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. It's actually divided into 3 states. The third one is Bay Area. Right? We will not feel like you're a foreigner over there at all. I was living in a Bay Area apartment. Okay. The only place that in the apartment, when a white guy comes and knocks on the door, we open the door and we say, sorry, there is no foreigner here. Right? The only time that I felt like I was a foreigner is in the apartment gym. Right? When somebody opens the gym door, they'll be like, oh, gym, sorry. Right? The only thing was the treadmill. Okay? Does anybody have treadmill at home? You have a? Super, super. Have you taken the clothes off the treadmill? I've seen this in multiple states, multiple patients. Okay, I'm not even kidding. In Bay Area, we Indian community are very smart, right? We sell things. Okay, one guy said in the WhatsApp group, treadmill. Never used it before now. WhatsApp message. Right? So I was running on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Then I said, hey, you are a busy gastroenterologist, right? You don't have time for all this. You only have 30 minutes. Then I read in this physiology book that if you only have 30 minutes of time, go and do strength training. That will give a lot bang for the buck. Okay, so then I joined the gym. Okay, the gym is called Plan and Fitness. Every Indian will know about Plan and Fitness. If you have neighbors, friends and relatives in the US, please ask the gym name. It's called Plan and Fitness. You know why, ma'am? Why everybody joins? Because it's only $10 a month. You know, and they give a free pizza and signing up. Only gym that gives free pizza. One guy is saying that, okay, I will get the pizza, at least with the $10 I get the pizza. Okay, so I went there and then what is the most overused equipment in the gym? Treadmill? Elliptical? Yeah. Oh, dumbbell? Yes. In my case, it was a mirror. You know why? Because I did 10 jumping jacks like this. After the 10th jumping jack, muscle, right? I was looking at the mirror. Then I realized that when everybody was lifting, I didn't know what to do. So I went for bench press. Had base for bench press. So there is a bench, there is a rod, and you need to lift, and there is a free personal training session for the first time. The trainer came and he said, okay, I'll help you. So I tried to lift the rod and I couldn't. I said, hey, I couldn't lift the rod, I'll lower down the weights. And he came down and he said, there are no weights at all. Then I said, hey, wait, what do I do? And he said, go to Zumba class. Has anybody been Zumba here? Right? Super, super. Very nice, very nice. In your Zumba class, have you ever seen a man? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Huh? Trainer is a man. People said, be careful with FICCI flow. Now I know why. Trainer is bad. You know, I don't know about the Indian setting. The US setting, I was the only man. And that too, I went late, 10 minutes late to Zumba. there was only one spot left right in front of the instructor. Okay, if you look at those places, all the Indian people will be at the back. All the white people will be at the front because they are very enthusiastic. Okay, if you look at that from a distance, it will look like a San Francisco immigration line. All US citizens will be front there, all H1B visas will be at the back. Okay, so I was at the front. Okay, and then the only good thing that the trainer did was she coupled me with this absolutely jaw-dropping, gorgeous beauty right next to me. The only problem was she was 70 years old. Okay, she coupled me with this and she said, up, down, up, down, up, down. She was huffing and puffing. For me it was very easy because கீழே போனவனா மேல வரவே இல்லை. True story, I sprained my ankle. In the history of Zumba, this was the first time where an instructor and a participant took another participant on the shoulder, walked towards the car like Hava Havan. Okay, during that walk, I will never forget this beautiful young lady who told me that if you want to lose weight, forget about gym. Diet is the first thing that you should focus. Okay, diet is 80%, gym is 20%. Then I said, okay, I was in my apartment, I was lying on my bed, and apartment ankle fracture. Okay, in India, if you have an ankle fracture, how long does it take to get an orthopedic appointment? Right, the next day. Actually, even before the ankle fracture happened, ortho was waiting. In the US, it will take 90 days to see a doctor. Okay, including me. I'm a gastroenterologist. Even for me, the next appointment is only 90 days later. One patient came to me, I said, hey, what is your problem, da? He said, I forgot. Forgot? Yeah, what do you mean by forgot? Yeah, I made this appointment 5 months ago. This is an Indian software engineer, okay? And then he went when he leaves, he makes another appointment 6 months later. Now, why Dara? From now till then, something will come now. Fidelity long-term mutual investment. So I was sitting on the bed with my ankle fracture. Okay, my next available appointment was 90 days. I was like, okay, he said diet. What will I do with the diet? Give me some popular diets, please. Keto diet, polio diet, Atkins, GM. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. GM is General Motors company in Detroit. I was doing my fellowship in Detroit. The only motive of that company to use this diet is to fire the employees. Because nobody can follow this. Okay, first you have to eat salad, next you will have to add fruit, then they will pour milk on you. Okay, I was eating GM diet. I was in the dining table, I was eating GM diet, okay, salad. I was eating salad. Right across the table, my wife Priya was eating my favorite paneer biryani from Babarchi restaurant in Bay Area. Okay, I was eating salad, she was eating biryani, I was looking at her like this. She looked at me, she said, "Hey man." I said, no. Salad, weight loss. I ate salad, went upstairs, went to bed. At 1 a.m., small sound in the stomach. Looked at her, she was sleeping. Went down the bed, came down the stairs, put the lights on, opened the refrigerator door. There was a paneer biryani box. I opened it. There is a note. It says, "Sorry, I ate it already." Give me a cheer if you're a foodie. Everybody, right? At that time I was a big foodie. Madurai parota and salna is my favorite. Anybody from Madurai here? Yes, exactly. Madurai parota and salna is my favorite. Then I realized that if you are a foodie, if somebody takes the food, your favorite food, right from the table, that weight loss method is not going to be sustainable. Okay? So then at that point of time, I got introduced to this intermittent fasting research in Stanford. Okay? I was doing research in mice. I'm going to do the same experiment over here. Are you guys ready? Okay, so I'm going to divide this into 2 groups. Group A is this group. Group B is Gurneet Man group. Okay, alright. So group A, what we did was, you're all small mices, okay? What my job is to, I open the cage, I feed you, I measure the stool, I color up the stool, I do everything except for tasting. Okay, that's how deep the research was. Okay, the research was about isocaloric diet. Okay, so for example, in this group, we are going to give you pizza and biryani. Good for weight loss? Madam, super weight loss. Okay, and this group also, we are going to give you pizza and biryani. The only difference is, in this group, we are going to give from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, in this group, we are going to give from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Okay, every day I was the one who was giving that diet. 3 months after, which group you think lost weight? No one lost weight. No one lost weight. Okay, but interestingly, in this group A, your cholesterol level went down, your A1C level went down, your glucose levels went down. We were so happy. Wow, this is beautiful, this is working. And if you follow that method for 3 more months, then in 6 months the weight loss happened in this group. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. Let me try this on my patients first. Okay, if not, they will go do bad reviews on Google, you know. Have anybody written review for doctors on Google? You have written, ma'am? Please don't come to my office, okay? Okay, one guy has written about my Google review, okay? I'm not even kidding. I want you to go to Google and type Dr. Palaniappan Manickam. Or Dr. Palaniappan Manickam. Oru tharava paakalam. Blue set up or review oru bad. It's written as a film movie review, okay? One guy has written, the only good thing about Dr. Pal's office is his nurse Elizabeth. I go to Dr. Pal's office to see Elizabeth daily. Adhikku my friend Saramakumar is replying, even Dr. Pal is going to do the same thing, Dad. I am right. And then I'm not even kidding, so true review, okay? One guy has written, Dr. Pal saved my life. 2 stars out of 5. I need to save this guy 3 more times to get 5 out of 5. One day is written, if you follow Dr. Pal's method, you will lose cholesterol, you will lose your glucose levels, you will lose interest in life. Right? Then all of a sudden, after this method, everybody got better. My fatty liver patients, everybody got normalized. My reviews went 5 out of 5. I was like, wow, why is this happening? This is beautiful, right? Then I realized the power of sun. One single ray of sunlight at 7 a.m. when it stimulates the tiny, teeny pineal gland, all your digestive hormones are very active. And when the sun sets, all the digestive hormone goes down. So when you eat late at night, you will force the hormones to wake up. That is why sun is extremely powerful, especially in Tamil Nadu. I did this joke in Delhi. He was like, "Kya bol rahe the?" Okay, sun is very extremely powerful. Okay, so I said, okay, I'm a very busy practicing gastroenterologist. Okay, so I wake up by 6:30. Give me a cheer if you're a filter coffee fan. Filter coffee is the only thing that moves everything in my body in the first moment. Okay, so first thing I wake up at 6:30 in the morning, I drink filter coffee. Okay, if not, nothing will work for me. So then I said, okay, I'm going to eat from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to postpone my filter coffee because I cannot be without filter coffee. So I said filter coffee at 8 a.m. Okay, and then I went to my job. I came back. Usually I come around like 6:30. I do a shower, take ready, and then by the time I eat, it's usually 9:30. I said, okay, first of all, as soon as I come, I'm going to eat dinner, and then we'll take care of it everything. So from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, I was very, very consistent, but I did not do negotiation on my diet at all. Okay, I do every day for 3 months. My friends and family were super supportive of this approach. With my knowledge, they did not have any late night get-togethers at all. They have been having it without my knowledge. Okay, so and then every 3 months after, every day after 3 months, I started losing weight. Okay, then I really loved this method. So I kept on going. In 6 months, from 100 kilos, I came down to 86 kilos. Okay, in 6 months. And then everybody started following. I'm very proud of you to tell you that in Bay Area, in our own local Tamil community, nobody is having any late night get-togethers. If there is a birthday party, they're having it in lunch, which is the wonderful thing that has happened. It should happen in all communities. Okay, and this comes with a problem because everybody knows that I'm not eating anything late at night. If you're driving from Sacramento to San Francisco, we were charging an electric car. My son got cranky and we went into Baskin and Robbins ice cream shop and he bought my favorite coffee ice cream right in front of me. He took one bite and he left. Ice cream is right in front of me. Time is 9 p.m. Ice cream is $9. I am from Madurai. One time only no. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரே ஒரு கடி கடிச்சேன். கடிக்கிறப்ப ஒருத்தவன் Dr. Pal is eating after 7 p.m. I said, why Dana? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Doctor. Right? So this comes with a problem as well. So when people say anybody have late night get-togethers, that's very common here in Chennai as well, right? Everybody starts dinner. Only when they come at 6 p.m. they will say, what do we cook for dinner? In 6 o'clock is not dinner, 6 o'clock is coffee and tea time. Correct? So in late night get-together, what I did was, I introduced a method called tiffin box method. Good means, man, you know what tiffin box method is? You take tiffin box, you go to your late night get-together, and you take everything inside the tiffin box, you bring it back home, next day, you reheat, Gurmeet ma'am is calling her husband, I am coming tomorrow. Okay, reheat in the afternoon and you eat it. Okay? And people will say, right, you know, in refrigerator you cannot refrigerate because the food has prana. Have anybody heard that? Yeah. First you should have prana. Then you worry about the food. Okay, convenience always trumps. Convenience always trumps. So I'm a big fan of microwave, refrigerator, air fryer, you name it. Okay, so I said this, and all my friends followed this method so strictly. I was so surprised. I went to a dinner get-together. Everybody was having the food in the tiffin box. I was like, wow, what a revolution! Then I realized that they had dinner already. And then back in the tiffin box for the next day. One guy brought tiffin box this high that they thought he was the caterer. Right? So, but that is how powerful the sun is. Okay, so from today, you guys are not going to eat anything from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Are you guys ready? Yes. Okay, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Okay, or any 12-hour window that you choose, because that is how powerful the sun is. The next hormone that you need to understand is called melatonin. What does melatonin do? Super, sleep, beautiful. Ma'am, you are saying that the person next to you is actually showing in action. Wonderful, super, very nice. Sleep, melatonin, okay? Listen to me carefully, this is a wonderful thing. A single ray of sunlight stimulates the pineal gland. An insulin hormone secretes at 7 a.m. slowly, peaks up at 2 p.m., dies down at 6 p.m. As soon as the sun sets, melatonin increases from 6 p.m., increases at 2 a.m., dies down at 6 a.m., and then insulin comes back up. This is a beautiful, synchronous, melodious orchestra like Ilayaraja. Give me a cheer if you're a Raja sir fans. Beautiful. Now what we are doing, we're eating late at night and making this orchestra like Anirudh. Give me a cheer, you are a Anirudh fan. All nighting. Bad asthma. Yenta katra. As a gastroenterologist, I know who's bad ass, okay? Niyati ma'am, I thought twice of repeating the joke, but the audience were very nice that I have to tell the joke. Okay, so you know the problem is when you disturb this sleep rhythm, it gets really messed up. Can we have a mic for an audience, please? Anybody want to talk to me? Ma'am is leaving. You can give this mic to the beautiful young kids. How young are you? You're 24. Nice. Is that person related to you? From same company. Yeah. Now before I used to ask, is that your boyfriend? Yes, no. He's younger. We can't say that. These days, nothing we can say. Further, we'll have a separate conference. Do you guys know that we Indians are more Indian in the US than over here? Okay, super. What's your name? Shreya. What's your name, sir?
Yugan.
Okay, super. You are 24 years old, correct? How long do you sleep?
5 hours.
Simple.
Like yours.
5 hours.
5 hours.
Okay. When do you wake up?
I wake up by 7 a.m. because I have a nephew at home.
You have a nephew at home.
And he wakes me up.
You're complaining.
He's too young.
Of course. How young is he?
He's 2 years old.
2 years old. Are you taking care of him?
Yes.
Huh? Oh, nice. Can you come to US?
Sure, doctor, if you offer me the...
Of course. Babysitting $25 an hour is.
Part-time job.
Super. Okay. And then 5 hours, you sleep only at 2 a.m.?
Yes, somewhere around 1:32.
His nephew is the reason for that as well?
Yes.
Is it right? What does he do?
He keeps playing. He's very active in the night.
When does nephew wake up?
He wakes me up by 7 a.m. and goes back to sleep.
Very perfect nephew.
Then wakes up by 8 a.m. 1 hour.
Okay, so you were telling me that the kid is active throughout the night and you're sleeping only at 2 a.m.
Yes.
Every day. Good job. Okay, super. And then anybody else sleep more than 7 hours a day? You sleep, ma'am? Good, beautiful. Before marriage, after marriage?
On Sundays.
On Sundays. Anybody sleep in the afternoon? You sleep, sir? Beautiful. Which company you work for? Is there any vacancy there? Okay, coming back to Shreya, what's your name, sir? What is your name, sir? Yugan. What time do you sleep?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. And then when do you wake up?
8. 7:30.
Oh, good job, huh? Very nice. What is the last thing that you see before you go to bed? What is the last thing you see before you go to bed? Phone. What do you watch on the phone?
YouTube series.
I can tell you.
Your videos.
No, I should tell you something here.
Then you can watch that. Give the mic to somebody else.
No, 1 second, doctor. I need to register this. I have my father, who's like almost 60 years. He's turning 60. He's one big fan of you. Because of him, our entire family is watching your videos.
But they are sleeping at 2 a.m. Wonderful. Super. Very nice. Super. What's your name now? Yugan. Okay, I'm not done with Yugan. Yugan is my main person to contact now. Okay, so you were seeing the phone before 12. Okay, so describe the situation. So you work?
Yeah.
Okay, when do you eat? At dinner?
9:30.
9:30 you come home, you eat at home or you eat outside?
I'm staying in PG hostel.
So when do you eat? In hostel?
9.
No. Which
What?
Amma, video par othukra. Where do you eat? Hostel or outside?
Hostel.
You hostel. Okay, 9:30 you eat. What do you do between 9:30 to 12? You do some work. Okay, and then you are on the bed, and then you watch videos, and then when do you sleep?
அப்படியே ஃபோன் பார்த்துட்டு அப்படியே வச்சிருக்கேன்.
அப்படியே போய் பார்த்தா அப்படியே
பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கும்போது தூக்கம் வரும் அப்படியே வச்சிருக்கேன்.
பார்த்துட்டே எப்போ தூக்கம் வரும்? Will you stop watching even for a minute?
இல்ல பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கும் போர் அடிக்கும் போது சரி ஆஃப் பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஆஃப் பண்ணும்போது தூக்கம் வந்துடும்.
பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கிறப்ப my video comes. Okay, போர் அடிக்குதுடா. Let's give a big round of applause to you, can please. See, the reason I'm saying that is, when Yugan is watching that phone, right? Give me a cheer if you're all, I also do the exact same thing. Anybody does the same thing? Yeah, watching the phone, that one ray of blue light, similar to how one ray of sunlight is very powerful, then one ray of blue light from the phone goes deep into Yugan's retina, including all of us, and stimulates an artificial environment that, okay, Yugan is going to do something very important right now. All he knows is, this video, Dr. Pal video is boring and he's going to sleep. Okay, but what happens is it delays the melatonin secretion by 90 minutes. Remember I told you 6 p.m. and peaks up at 2 a.m. Let's say 12 a.m. you were seeing the blue light, the melatonin drops down significantly for 90 minutes and then it wakes up again, okay, around like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. That is why many people feel groggy when you wake up in the morning. Because you need to have 6 to 7 cycles of sleep. That is why what I do is when I'm in my bedroom, I keep everything out. Okay? I keep my phone out, I keep my wallet out, I keep my wife out as well. You know why? Because she's the light of my life. Videographer, in the clip of clip on YouTube. Alright, so this is very important, okay? Insulin and sleep, everybody should get 7 hours of quality sleep. Water bottle ke pidikala. And women should sleep 1 hour more than men. Okay, sir? Because at least us, we only have testosterone, 1 hormone. You have multiple hormones, estrogen, progesterone, and other thing. You know why many of my followers are women? Because it is very difficult to lose weight. Very difficult to lose weight because there are lots of hormonal imbalances. Okay? I'm not even kidding. A couple came up to me and then said that, Dr. Pal, a couple, okay? The wife was saying, Dr. Pal, I'm a big follower of you. I've sent all your videos to my husband. He is not watching at all. Husband is saying, he is only following your videos, doctor, nothing what you say. Okay? And then he is not following. Why are you sending him? He is saying, I like to irritate him, doctor. Right? So women should sleep 1 hour more than men. Are you guys going to do that from tomorrow? All continuously. Okay, not 1 hour here in the session. Okay, the next thing, very important thing is a hormone is called cortisol. What does cortisol do? Stress hormone. Wow. Stress hormone, cortisol, it is increased in your body, especially demand the situation. A lion is chasing a deer, and deer cortisol is 100% produced, giving all the energy to the deer so that it can fight against the lion or fly away from the lion. Okay, the exact same cortisol is being secreted in us when we are in an office Zoom call and we forget to mute the video call and my son is saying, Appa enakku aayam varudhu. Or you don't have to relate to this, but this is a very important thing. When we are making a decision to come to India from US for a family vacation, the first discussion that raises the cortisol is how many days you are going to stay in your mother's house and how many in your in-laws' house. For you, no problem. Everybody's in the same place. Okay, so all these small things will increase your cortisol levels. The only thing is that people think that cortisol is thinking you are like a deer, that you will be running to burn away the calories. All what you do is you're ordering Swiggy for stress eating your biryani. Right? Okay, so because food is everywhere. I put a video on intermittent fasting. The ad comes from Swiggy. Okay, so that is why I don't think we'll be able to escape from stress. I think we can increase the techniques to manage stress. I'm going to teach you. When anybody else can volunteer with me, sir, I'll take this man. Can we do the phone to this man? Third floor, correct. Are you okay, ma'am? Right around the room, okay. What's your name? Manju. Let's give a big round of applause to Manju. Beautiful. Because Manju is going to be the content. Okay, but what do you do, ma'am? What do you do?
Used to work for an international airline.
International airline?
Now I've taken early retirement and helped my business, my husband in this.
In your business now. Super. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being very bad, how bad is your stress level, ma'am, in general? It could be -1, it could be 10. 6. Super, ma'am. Who is the most important reason for the stress, ma'am?
Life.
Life, your husband didn't come. Life in general. Arguments happen between husband and wife, correct? What is the last thing that you fight for? You fought an argument with. What is the reason?
Probably meal timing. He likes to eat early. So yeah.
He likes to eat early?
Yeah.
Why didn't you bring him here?
I think you would have loved it.
Of course. Of course. And you say that, உங்களுக்கு வேற வேலை இல்ல. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு வேலை இல்ல, டாக்டர் தாருக்கு ஒரு வேலை இல்ல. Okay, ma'am. Super, very nice. Meal timing. So now I'm going to teach you a technique, okay, to handle stress. Okay. I want you to close your eyes. Okay. You want to do some meditation with me. Okay. Are you ready? No pressure, ma'am. Only 400 people are watching you. Okay. All right. Close your eyes for me. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Open your eyes for me now. Super. What came to your mind?
What you're going to say next?
What am I going to say next? I gave you a beautiful option to say husband, you didn't say. Okay, super. So, anything else that came to your mind, or you felt like focused on what I said?
I was kind of stressed.
You guys are stressed, correct? Exactly. So, this technique is called meditation, everybody knows. But if nobody has done any meditation before, there's something called heartfulness meditation. I'm a big proponent of it because it changed my life. It's a non-profit organization. Please check that out. If you're doing meditation already, please continue the same thing. Let's give a big round of applause for this man again. One more time. Thank you. So this meditation really helps a lot because it lowers the cortisol level. Okay? So, what did we learn so far? 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 hours of sleep, and 7 minutes of meditation. Are you guys okay? If you do all these 3 sevens, வாழ்க்கையில 7 இருக்காது. Okay, because I'm telling you, I'm telling you that if you do all these 3 things, 30% of my medical business is gone. Okay, how nice I am to be done, right? I'm standing on the stage, I'm teaching you to do so that you don't come to me. But I know you will not do it. That is why, okay, you will not do it. Even my mom is not believing doctors anymore, ma'am. You know that? Because, even she has a fever, I asked her to go to the doctor, she said, "Yaar doctor kla pova? Kaasa pudigiranga." Right? She will not even take paracetamol. If I take paracetamol, she divides into, I have to crush it in the vibhuti. I need to give 2 paracetamols in the vibhuti. You know why? Because 1 paracetamol she puts on the forehead. Only the other thing goes inside the mouth. Right? So if you do these 3 things, I'm telling you, it's going to be a huge difference in your life. If you want to expand this to the next level, water, hydration is one of the most important things. Okay, how many of you drink here 2 liters of water per day? You drink, ma'am? Show me a water bottle. You don't drink it here? Anybody else? You have a water bottle with you? Anybody else show a water bottle? Oh, super, sir. Very nice. Beautiful. It is an opaque water bottle, so I couldn't see what is inside. Unmele water lana. Sir, 2 liters of water is one of the indapa thanni. Anda thanni illa. Right? You'll be surprised that if I know, my family comes to know that I am having a single sip of alcohol when I was growing up in Madurai, my dad will completely outcast me from the social community. Right? But in San Francisco, in Bay Area, when there's an Indian get-together, not even American, an Indian get-together, when I am not drinking, everybody comes to me and then says, "Pal, what am I going to lay?" Right? So we have normalized social drinking to such an extent that if you don't do, it is considered a mistake in the community. Okay? So from today, we need to idolize the symbolism for our kids that we will never adopt social drinking, we will never normalize it forever, so they can learn from us. Sir, சொல்றாரு நல்லா தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. Because the reason is alcohol completely disturbs the circadian rhythm altogether, especially at night. Forget about Aniruddha, the rhythm goes into yo-yo honey singer. Okay, my friend Saranakumar was saying, hey, you talked about meditation. For some reason, if you do meditation after one peck of alcohol, meditation, right? So, alcohol is, we should completely ban. So, how many of you have heard this that too much of water is bad for you? Oh, super, man. Which? Your doctor, you have heard, right, man? Yeah. Do you see Google patients? Right? You know that's a major problem here. I have written in my box, in my desk that if you come and you read Google and you talk to me, I'm going to charge 10% more. Okay, I'm not even kidding. One guy came to me and he said, Dr. Bal, I have left lower quadrant abdominal pain. It is dull, it is radiating, it is definitely acute appendicitis. Let's remove the appendix. Now ready? Neenga ready agra. How do I tell this guy that the appendix is on the right side? He is telling me with so much confidence that I myself forgot where appendix was. At least Google has power. There is something now called ChatGPT. I'm not even kidding. A guy is coming right in front of me. Okay, he is having piles problem. Okay. He is doing background check on me. Okay, so he has in charge, true story, okay, as an Indian guy, all Indian guys, they will give me lots of content, okay. So this Indian patient is sitting right here, I'm telling him, eat high fiber, vegetables, water, everything, and he wrote everything right in front of me. He's asking ChatGPT whether this doctor is right. Whether this is right. ChatGPT is saying, sounds right, but edukku check with the doctor. Right? So that's how bad it is. So we should really stay away from all this misinformation. That is why everybody should drink 2 liters of alcohol. 2 liters of water per day. Everybody should drink 2 liters of water per day. Okay? People, I can see everybody over here that too much of water damaging your kidneys is only for a minimal percentage of patients, and I can tell you that is not you. Okay? Are you guys with me? 2 liters of water from tomorrow? Okay, sir, how do you know it is 2 liters of water? Water bottle, huh? You guys are good, at least you're saying water bottle. In one crowd, they're saying 2 liters are there. 750, 500, no problem, sir. Okay, so you have to get, I'll tell you an important tip. Don't get 1 liter water bottle and then try to refill it. Take a 2 liter water bottle in the morning. Make sure that it gets completed. You will thank me later. You will thank me later. Okay. Next thing, most important thing you need to worry about your insulin hormone is carbohydrate intake, carbs. Okay, very important because we need to go down on the carbs. Tell me how much amount of carbs that an average South Indian community eats on a given day when they are trying to be healthy. Anybody want to volunteer? Ma'am, Ningla? Super, can you give the mic to her, please? What's your name, ma'am? Neela. What do you do, ma'am? Neela, you are a doula. You are making me a fool, huh? Ma'am, what is doula? I want to know.
Doula is a birth worker.
Huh?
Birth worker.
Oh yes, for a birth worker.
Yes.
Let's give a big round of applause to her, please. Oh my God. Yes, the home delivery.
Not only home delivery, because home deliveries don't happen much in India's
I see.
scenario, birth scenario. In hospitals.
In hospital, super. You still work, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. When babies are delivered, our husbands are inside the room or outside the room?
Mostly inside. These days they allow.
They are out?
Yes.
But are the husbands coming?
Yeah, they'll stay by the head side.
Since this is PG audience, I'm going to move on. Super, ma'am. Super. No, Neela. I'll never forget now. Neela. Beautiful. So, Neela. I'm going to ask you in general, okay? In a South Indian community in Chennai, on a normal breakfast, you tell me. What is the normal breakfast?
Idli dosa.
How many idlis?
4 at least.
4 idlis. And then what do they do for Totuka?
Chutney. Podi or sambar.
Sambar. Okay. And do you, in your family, do they practice making a hole in the top of the idli and pour ghee?
Nallanai.
Not ghee, chichi. Nallanai. Super. Okay. 4 idli. Okay, ma'am?
Yes.
Alright. So how many grams of carbs you think that is? Chuma guess pannunga. I'll tell you. 1 idli is around, I'll teach you. Okay? 1 idli is around 10 grams of carbs. 4 idli, 40 grams.
40.
Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Ma'am, usually they have something else, fruit, yeah? Usually not.
Only coffee.
Coffee. Coffee la milk, ma'am? La black coffee?
No, milk.
Milk. Neela. Black coffee.
Manisha
Okay. Black coffee. I just did an interview with Times of India that my favorite thing is black coffee. Super, mama, I love you, Neela. Super. Okay, so milk. Okay, milk plus sugar. I also drink it. Milk level of grams of carbs. I'll tell you. Okay, it's around 15 grams. சரிங்களா சுகர்ல வந்து ஒரு ஸ்பூன் போடுவீங்க 2 ஸ்பூன் போடுவீங்களா ஒயிட் சுகரா ஜாகரியா ப்ரௌன் சுகரா
White sugar.
ப்ரௌன் சுகரா போட மாட்டீங்க ஜாகரி ஓகே so 1 tablespoon 4 grams okay so usually people do like 1.5 grams of protein okay so available 40 plus 55 plus ma'am 5 grams வாங்குவீங்க சுகர்ல 5 grams இருக்குல்ல 60 grams breakfast okay lunch ma'am சும்மா நார்மல் lunch சொல்லுங்க
Rice and sambar.
Rice, sambar,
rasam, poriyal, or
kuttu. Rasam, sambar, more thai varumla. Thai varum. And every time, how much amount of rice that they keep? I mean, will they take the whole rice and then split it into 3, or they'll just take servings after serving? Small bowl.
Yes.
Unga veetla small bowl irukkalam. What is the size of the bowl?
No, like a really small bowl.
Really small. But usually, normal, ma'am, ஒரு கரண்டி எடுத்து போடுவோம் கரெக்டா? Okay. Did you know that 1 current of rice is easily 30 grams? சரிங்களா? So நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம் சாம்பார், ரசம், தயிர். Okay. 3 into 30? 90. 90 plus 60? 150. Okay. லஞ்சுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணுவோம்?
லஞ்சுக்கு அப்புறம்
Sweet. Right? Raise your hands if you eat sweet right after that. I eat it. That's the cravings that you have, right? நீங்க சாப்பிட மாட்டீங்க என்ன நீங்க டெலிவரி பண்ணுவீங்க
No, my question, if I get a chance to ask you a question, was usually babies are born in the nights and I have a schedule where I'm awake during the night. So அதனால வந்து இந்த melatonin இதெல்லாம் பத்தி I cannot.
அது நம்ம அடுத்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸ்ல பேசிக்கலாம் மேம். நைட் ஷிஃப்ட் ஒர்க்கர்ஸ்க்கு சரியா பேசுவோம். ஓகே மேம் ஒரு ஸ்வீட் கண்டிப்பா ஒரு ஸ்வீட் இருக்கு ஒரு கடல் மிட்டாய் சாப்பிடுவாங்க. It's small this one. It's 20 grams. அப்ப எவ்வளவு மேம்?
170.
Okay. Evening snack ஏதாவது சாப்பிடுவீங்களா?
Coffee again.
Again coffee. Then again 15 plus 5 20. Coffee மட்டும் தான் குடிப்பீங்களா? வேற யாராவது ஸ்நாக்ஸ் சொல்லுங்க. பிஸ்கட். Exactly. அந்த மேரி பிஸ்கட் அப்படியே காஃபில நனைச்சு அப்படியே சாப்பிடுறப்ப அப்படியே you will go to heaven. அதையும் நீலம அப்படியே டிப் பண்றப்ப அந்த மேரி பிஸ்கட் காஃபிக்குள்ள உந்துரும்.
அது கடைசியில அப்புறமா அப்படியே
மேம் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஷோ ஹைதராபாத்ல இருக்கு, நீங்க வந்துருக்கீங்களா இங்க? மேம் நான் அதுவும் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். ஓகே, பட் அதர் திங் வாட் பீப்புள் ஐ ஹவ் டன் இஸ் அப்படியே கீழே விழுந்தோன்னே as if I am the Jack rescuing the Rose in Titanic, I take another biscuit. I put it in the coffee. எங்கடா போச்சு previous biscuit? Oh my god, in the repeated excavations-லயே ஒரு full mani biscuit முடிஞ்சு போயிடுச்சு. இவனா இப்பதான் தோணுது அதுக்குள்ளே முடிஞ்சு போச்சு அப்படின்ட்டு. One very
உள்ள வச்சா நம்ம தப்பிடுவோம்ல திருப்பி. ஓபன் பண்ண பாக்கெட் you have to finish it.
Neela ma'am has very strict principle in life. ஓபன் பண்ணா முடிஞ்சிடும். Super ma'am, super. Okay ma'am. One Mary biscuit has 15 grams of carbs ma'am. Okay. 2 biscuits சாப்பிடுவாங்களா? Minimum 2. Okay. 15 plus 15 is 30 ma'am. 150 plus 70 plus 30 எவ்வளவு ma'am? 200 வச்சா?
Plus 20 for coffee.
அது 150 plus 20 70 plus 30 200.
Okay.
இப்போ டின்னருக்கு வருவோம். டின்னருக்கு என்ன சாப்பிடுவாங்க யூசுவலி? ரோட்டிஸ். கரெக்ட். ஒரு 3 ரோட்டி. 3 ரோட்டி. ரோட்டிக்கு தொட்டுக்க சப்ஜி தால் சன்னா. சன்னா. ஓகே. ஒரு ரோட்டில வந்து I can tell you 15 grams of carbs.
Okay.
3 எவ்வளவு?
45.
245. சன்னா சப்ஜி ஏதாவது வச்சிருந்தா கூட அதுலயுமே வந்து 15-20 grams of carbs இருக்கு. எவ்வளவு மேம் வச்சு மொத்தம்?
260.
260. Okay. Whereas if you miss anything else after dinner?
Sweet ice cream.
மேம் அதுதான் மத்தியானமே சாப்பிட்டாச்சு.
ஐஸ் கிரீம் எங்க சாப்பிட்டோம்?
கரெக்டான பாயிண்ட். ஐஸ்கிரீம் சாப்பிடவே இல்லை. Well, I have done so many shows like this. I have never seen a passionate foodie like you. Ma'am, ice cream சாப்பிடுறது காமனா?
I have at least 4 or 5 butterscotch cones kept inside my freezer. Even if I skip dinner, I will have one ice cream.
I think, okay ma'am, super. I think let's come to normal, okay? 1 scoop of ice cream எவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? 30 grams, 40 grams, 50 grams of carbs.
50.
Super. Previous இதுல நான் கேட்டதுக்கு depending on the size of the ice cream நான் 50 gram ma'am, okay? மொத்தம் எவ்வளவு 300 ஆயிடுச்சா? 3 ஆயிடுச்சு. What if I tell you that the insulin can handle only 150 grams of carbs per day? இவ்வளவு பேர் அப்படிங்கிறாங்களே போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஐஸ்கிரீம் பார்க்க போறாங்க.
நீங்க தான் சார் இன்ஸ்பயர் பண்ணிட்டீங்க.
இப்போ நீங்க என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? அந்த பட்டர் ஸ்காட்சா
கண்டிப்பா சாப்பிடுவேன். ஐஸ்கிரீம் ஓகே சார் போடுங்க.
அட்லீஸ்ட் நான் கேட்டதுக்காக வச்சு வேண்டாம். Super, let's give a big round of applause. See, the point is, insulin வந்து we have been damaging it so bad. So, you know, overnight fasting, we are giving some rest to insulin. The other thing that you should do is to bring down the grams of carbs to like 150 as much as possible. Okay, so that's why in my videos I do videos like Oreo biscuit. Have you ever seen that video? Anybody? Yeah, I say when do Oreo biscuit, I said don't take Oreo biscuit. Okay, the first comment to that video like 15-20 million views. First comment on the motorcar tagging the Oreo India company. என் தலைக்கு எவ்வளவு தில்லு பாத்தியா? Okay, and the second comment is like, you don't worry Dr. Pal, if there's any lawsuit I will take care of it. இவங்களே கொண்டு வந்தாங்க ஒரு lawsuit. Okay, Neela ma'am, I'll tell you a story. Okay, I introduced a method called reverse banana leaf method. What does that mean? You know, remember I told you about the 150 grams of carbs, right? I went to Palaniappan, which is a native village in Karaikudi. Okay, so there was a village get together and a wedding get together, and there was a chair and they were putting all this banana leaf. My point is that in banana leaf, I told them to put the rice on the other side and put all the vegetables on this side. So when you eat the vegetables, you will feel full because of fiber, and you will not eat that much amount of rice, so you can decrease the amount of carbs, and you will also have to stretch yourself to eat the rice, so it is not very convenient. Okay. So I was sitting like this, there was a table, banana leaf was served, the guy came, he was about to put the rice, I said, don't put the rice over here, no, over there. He looked at me and he said, Angaya, Ama Mangi Pudagaya, Abrinta. He put the rice on the other side, he went. He talked to the chef, நான் பார்க்கிறேன் இங்க இருந்து. சொல்றான். True story. Okay. The chef came and I said, "Enna வேணும் okay. Sir, இல்ல sir, I want rice over there and all the vegetables over here. இங்க வாப்பா, கூட்டு வாப்பா, சப்ஜி வாப்பா, இங்க வாப்பா, எல்லாம் இங்க போடுங்க இந்த சைடு. Okay, rice இங்க போடுங்க." After he put the rice and vegetables on this side, he took the chair and he put it over there. நான் சொன்னேன் எத்தனை பெரிய ரோனால் நிறுத்த right? And then who's from Madurai? Somebody from Madurai over here. Jigardanda? Jigardanda. In Madurai, if you go, you should eat Jigardanda in Madurai in a shop called Madurai Famous Jigardanda. The marketing has no shame on it. They say famous Rananga. Madurai Famous Jigardanda. Okay, I went there. I said I'm going to review it. I have a YouTube channel. He said review the special Jigardanda, sir. This is a wonderful thing. So I reviewed it. I said milk 300 calories, cream 300 calories, ice cream 300 calories. This whole thing is around 1000 calories. You should eat only once every 6 months. அவன் பார்த்தானே, hey, I am running this shop on EMI da. If you talk about BMI, how do I pay my EMI now? அவன் சொல்றான் நான் எதுனா பண்ணி சொல்றேன். ஆனா கேமராவை என்கிட்ட கொடுத்தே உடைய ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணணும் பாரு. I will never forget that thing. Right? So I was very focusing on moderation, big time, moderation. If you want to elevate the hormones to the next level, physical activity is one of the most important things. Give me a cheer if you go for walking. You go for walking? You go, ma'am? You going, ma'am? Super. When do you go walking, ma'am? Morning? Do you go? Whom do you go with? With other people. You go to the park, you look at other people.
No, I don't go to the park. I walk on the road, I have to be attentive.
You walk on the road?
Yes.
With other people?
Yeah, because it's a walking place in the morning.
Oh, it's a walking place. What time do you start, ma'am?
About 6.
6 a.m. you and then when you come back?
About 7:45.
7:45. And when you come back, there will be this Sundal shop right there.
Nothing is there.
Nothing is there? Get the address and everybody should walk in that place.
Boat club.
Boat club?
Yes.
Boat club is Sundal Dikka Mudai. Me na vai poda. Okay, super. Walking, okay. What do you do during walking?
Sometimes I listen to podcasts if I'm alone. Somebody joins me, discuss whatever. Yeah.
Discuss. Somebody joins. Who's that somebody, ma'am?
Lots of people walking.
Lots.
Walking there for years. So many.
So in general, you keep talking. Some general, how big the boat is.
No.
Can we buy the whole boat again?
No.
So if you walk for 45 minutes, you feel tired after that?
I don't feel tired or more energetic actually because you're really walking a good pace.
Super, ma'am. Super. Very nice. Beautiful. The point I'm trying to make here is that when you walk, your heart rate should be high. Okay, that's the most important thing. I'm going to teach you a formula here. Okay, ma'am? Listen to this. It's 220 minus your age. Okay, into 70%. For example, I'm going to take my example. 220 minus 30. Okay, 220 minus 35. 50, 40. 220 minus 42, okay, 180. 180 into 70% is 125 beats per minute. Okay, 120 beats per minute. To a point, what I'm trying to say is, as ma'am was mentioning, when you are walking with somebody, if your heart rate is 125 beats per minute, you will not have conversation like a when to buy the book club. You cannot have, because you will be huffing and puffing. Okay, so basically the point is, when you are walking, you will have to make sure that you cannot have a conversation. But usually what happens in the US, when we are walking, only at that time we will call our amma and then say, "Paruppu vadikku evlo urundu ponnum." Right? So talking during walking is not recommended. And for women, please take this simple tip from me today. From tomorrow, if you have not started strength training at all, please do some kind of weights from tomorrow. Give me a cheer if anybody is lifting weights. Raise your hands. Beautiful. Let's give a big round of applause to all the women who are lifting weights, please. And I salute you, because it is not very easy. Okay, from tomorrow you can go and then lift any kind of useless weights at home. Okay, it could be a 1 kilogram dumbbell, 2 kilogram dumbbell, or the head weights of your in-laws. See, I didn't say father-in-law or mother-in-law, because that is your problem to solve. Okay, so very, very important. Okay, so I told this in one of the shows, and somebody said that from tomorrow, when you lift the weight, I want you to take a picture and tag me on my Instagram. Will you do it? Yes, so the same thing happened in once. Okay, somebody tagged me on Instagram. I was like, wow, beautiful. The next picture was like, he's going into Rameshwaram cafe and having ghee dosa. Okay, this is very important for women, because remember, this exercise strength training improves the short chain fatty acids in your intestine, that directly influences your brain gut axis to make sure that your estrogen and progesterone works beautifully. Anybody who's working in the IVF field, I'll tell you, if this is something becoming a part of it, we can close all the IVF centers in Chennai. This is the most important measure that any women should do. I'm really concerned that if this something happens because it improves the insulin progesterone, somebody is going to take a picture of the baby and then say that Dr. Pal is the reason for it. Theoretically okay. Alright, so that is what I'm going to do. So Gunit ma'am, now you know who I am. We are going to summarize all the things we have learned today. What are you going to do from today in terms of timing of your diet? Beautiful, ma'am. Ma'am, time is 7 p.m. now. Gunit is saying no. Okay, second. Super, ma'am. Beautiful, ma'am. There's a mic over there. Super, ma'am. 2 liters of water per day. Beautiful. Third one, in terms of sleep, how long are you going to?
At least 7 hours.
Beautiful. In terms of meditation?
7 minutes.
Beautiful.
At least.
And carbs, how many grams per day?
150.
Physical activity, minimum 30 minutes a day.
30 to
Okay,
40.
can you do that for me, ma'am?
Yes, definitely.
Let's give a big round of applause to Puneet, please. Beautiful. Sit down, ma'am. One more important thing is, after the 6th is the 7th step is, please subscribe my channel, okay? Beautiful. See, this is what I do. This is what I do for fun. This is what I do for passion, because I strongly believe that if we can fix this lifestyle practices, you will never have to go and see a doctor at all. And never have to, because you guys, especially the FICCI Women Flow Chapter, I am amazed to see so many talents, correct? As a women, you're taking care of the family, you're taking care of the kids, husband, other people, in-laws, your work. And if you can be successful like this, you will need to have a strong health foundation. I'm going to tell you, please prioritize yourself from tomorrow. Okay? Prioritize yourself. This is very, very important. It is okay to be selfish. It is okay to be selfish. When you are taking that 30 minutes of time on that particular day, don't think that your kid needs you, your husband needs you, your work needs you. It is completely okay. The body needs you. Okay? You need to calm down, pause, take a step back. It is okay to relax, okay to take that 30 minutes per day. You just say, everything is going to go well. Everything is going to go well. This is a long-term investment that you're going to put for yourself. Only when a woman in the family is healthy, the whole family will become healthy. Looking at your family, the whole community will change. Let's make the world a better place. saying this, that how many of you have seen this WhatsApp forwards? In the US, we get a lot of WhatsApp forwards like, there's a page called GoFundMe. It's like a fundraiser website, okay? When people will send these messages and say that, oh, poor 42-year-old guy, he died suddenly, okay? And then I couldn't even see or hear about this news where the surviving spouse along with the kids are standing in the picture right next to the ICU bed hospital where the husband is there, and there is a fundraiser happening. Many things are unavoidable, few things are unavoidable, but many things are avoidable. I know that thing that happened on that particular day didn't happen on that day. The damage happened 10 years before. 10 years before. If somebody could have followed all these 6 steps at that time, he would not have been in the ICU leaving this kind of situation to their family. Okay? So I hear about something when I teach about these practices called YOLO, right? You only live once. Correct? I don't mind if you follow YOLO concept, you can eat whatever you want, you can sleep whenever you want, you can drink alcohol, you can smoke cigarettes, you can use drugs, you enjoy life as long as you are single or solo. Okay? If you have a kid less than 18 years of age, you need to be alive and healthy until that kid turns 18. It is your damn responsibility. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Please, may I request everyone to remain seated just till the vote of thanks. Can we have another round of applause for this wonderful session? Niyati will hand over a memento to Dr. Pal. We now have our Vice Chair Radhika Agarwal on stage for the vote of thanks.
Thank you.
I would also like to mention that anyone who wishes to take a photo with Dr. Pal may stay and do it after the vote of thanks. Please wait for Radhika.
Can I just say one quick thing? Let's give a big round of applause to FICCI, please. I had a wonderful time. And they were supporting my cause of supporting kids with autism. Our school is called Punnagai Pookal, okay, Smiling Flowers. It's in Madurai. We are supporting 50 kids with free education. We have opened up a new school. So thank you, FICCI, for supporting this cause.
Good evening, everyone. What a gut-wrenching talk that was. Thank you, Dr. Palaniappan, for turning what could have been a dry health talk into a full-blown comedy special with a side of science.